On the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Michigan State Spartans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Weather could be a factor. For more on that, we go to Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside and the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Well, that could have been disastrous. Able to recover it and retain possession on the opening kickoff. The Spartans' offense will get first crack at it today. And here comes Alessio Milivojevic. He probably spent plenty of time in the training room after being sacked 7 times in that loss last time out. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Snagged in the middle. It's McCray. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Running inside. It's Edwards. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
The Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Makes the catch. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The head coach has to be happy with that.
So Oregon's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Dante Moore, man, was he locked in last time out. Completed better than 70% and threw for more than 350 yards. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside, it's Hill. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now here's Moore. Working that left side now. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Might as well give it to him again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David. Makes a deep grab. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. On the run, it's Griffin. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Quarterback gets past the marker. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Run in the red zone. It's Griffin. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to pass. Got a man. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on first down from the 28. Looking for space. It's Edwards. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Trying to get rid of it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play, what do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's unacceptable.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Sends it back in motion. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. Trying to get away. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Spartans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll run it. It's Edwards. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They'll run play action. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
How about this goal line defense? On first down, they expect the run. They stuff it for a loss. And on 2nd down, expecting pass, they can now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been textbook goal line defense here as of late.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fights off a defender. Here's a little room there. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown in the open.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. More to throw for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory. And
interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Made that play, was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the 2nd one, and now to try to get things back on track. Throwing more. Bringing the heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. More to the air. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Might be changing the route. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets a block, and they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Running inside, it's Edwards. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got his man on the right.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Moore. Using the quick game. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore will throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Dante Moore. Oh, they're after him. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection, and that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll try the left side. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio update. The Spartans will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach coming out of the locker room. They have to start the third quarter with a sense of urgency. On the road, backs against the wall with a hostile crowd. He said, we got to have more intensity. They did a good job in the first half, but this game is close, and they understand all of the playoff implications. They've got to be the best version of themselves here to start this third.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Here's Moore to throw. Quickly complete.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really...
Has it! Touchdown, Smarty! That one will give them the lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Flips it out to the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, more. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their 1st of 3. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing more. Fires to the right. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to...
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter. This quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires deep on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it on the counter. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Finding some room. Picks up the first down. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Moore. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Moore to the air. This one's complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. This game about to be a wrap, and as we check out the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country, there will be changes next week because a loss like this one this late in the season can really be damaging. Keeps it himself. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Dante Moore. Quickly complete. Wide open spaces. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
And he added the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. But they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Toss sweep to the right. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Here's more to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. More to throw for it on 4th down. At the 40, there he goes. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Wants to adjust the pattern. Throwing more. He fires one deep down the right side. Upstairs, he's got it. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Now the Spartans calling their 3rd and final timeout. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to run, it's Griffin. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run inside. It's Griffin. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get us, and he charges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. They'll line up for a second down play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Floats it out in space. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires downfield. Fires it incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Defense might bring the house here, and the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? That's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this defense taking one back to the house? The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays in the scheme.
Breaks into the open. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. To the air on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hill. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Under fire. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. Pocket breaking down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon